My secret to finding the perfect or amazing abstract artwork for your home is the Decor Star. Something I created just to give you a very simple, easy way of just checking the boxes to see if you really have a star. When we want to define what amazing abstract art is, that's a real challenge because we only look at it differently. It's very subjective art. Amazing is very different depending on who you ask and what their viewpoints, what their style is, what they're looking for when they see and buy art. The secret to finding amazing abstract art is the Decor Star. The key things you should look out for when or if you want to buy abstract art is called Sense, S-E-N-S-E. Very simple. We start with S, which is style. You need to find your vibe. You need to find what matches your style and personality. And that's not necessarily easy because we're all influenced by these trends, everything around us, what people are doing, what we think we should buy, what we think we should like. We shouldn't take trends too seriously. You need to find what you actually like. What is your style? That's the most important thing. You need to find the right style just for you. Though I can say, okay, that's a great painting, it's beautiful. Do I really want to see it every day hanging on my wall? That's another question. I get easily bored. That's why I actually like abstract art compared to realistic art or any other type of form of art. I want you to go to Pinterest or Instagram. Which artwork makes you stop scrolling? Which styles do you really like? You need to first find the style of artwork that you like. Purposely creating a space that is cohesively you. And personally, mine is abstract expressionism. That's number one. You need to find your style. You need to find the type of art style that really fits you and your personality, that really matches your vibes in some sort of way. Moving on to the second point in our star, which is E, emotions. You need to find the art that really speaks to you, that actually creates some sort of emotion or feeling in you. You need to find art that is just more than just pretty. It needs to spark something in you. You need to feel something when you look at it. If it's just a decoration piece, that's fine. But if you want something truly, truly amazing, something that you actually find it worth spending money on, you need to find an art piece that really sparks that joy, that inspiration, that peace, that it really gives you something. You need to actually be aware, what does this painting inspire or evoke in me? Does it make me calm? Does it make me happy? Does it energizes me? What feeling or emotion does it give you? Fun fact, I recently read a study. The study looked at how it affects our cortisol levels when just looking at art, nothing else. It was actually shown that just looking at art can reduce your stress levels. What do I want to feel when I look at this artwork in my home? What emotions do I actually want to promote in my home? That's a key point. That's the end of the second one, which was emotion. The third one is narrative. What story do you want this artwork to tell? What do you want to see when you look at it? It's looking a bit deeper, uncovering what do you actually see in this artwork? Because we interpret things differently, we see things differently. So you might see one thing and I see something completely different. It's really dependent on our own personal experiences, what we see and what meaning we equate to what we see. It's important that we find artwork that tells a story that we actually resonate with. I think we resonate with the art, the artist, and the story behind the artwork. The story of what you see when you look at the artwork, what it means to you, what memories and emotions does it evoke in you when you look at the artwork. That's your story, and I think that's a more impactful story than the artist's story. One of my favorite paintings I have in my home, it's really one of my favorite paintings, not just because it's colorful, not just because it's bold and texturized and have the combination of the soft and the hard. It's the details. That's what I love. It's that every time I look at it, I see something new. It makes me think. It makes me reflect. It reminds me to think about the details, think about things from a different angle, and it promotes my creativity. It inspires me, but that artwork wouldn't really fit in any room. It fits in one of my rooms. It wouldn't fit in my bedroom, for instance. And I think that's a perfect transition towards the fourth point in our star, which is space. A key element in picking the most amazing artwork for your space is actually space. You need to find the right space to put the artwork. You need to be conscious of the space around you, the rooms where you actually put the artwork. Some things might work perfectly in one room, but it would be totally unfit in another room. For instance, you do not want something very bold and colorful and energizing in your bedroom. You do not want something very peaceful and very soft and calming in your office environment. That kind of defeats the purpose. You want to put the artwork in a space where it actually promotes what you want it to promote, what the space is created for. It's also going to the size of the artwork. It would be odd having a tiny piece of artwork over your sofa. Some artwork fits better over certain spaces. When you look at space, you need to see what is the best way to portray this artwork in this space. Then you can create just an even greater impact in your home if you just personalize it a bit more to the space that you want to put the artwork in. So you need to be mindful of what you want in the space, what you want to feel in the space, what fits the space or designated area of use, what you wanted to promote. You have to see if the artwork fits in the totality of your space. Just before we go to the fifth point, just be sure to leave until the end because I have a tiny bonus point in the star. The fifth point is excellence, is actually the quality behind the artwork. It's very subjective, of course, as we've spoken to earlier, how you view the artwork, but there are some things that are not subjective. To determine the quality of an abstract art piece, you need to look at is the quality of the materials used to actually create the art and the techniques used. You can really see the difference. Believe me, it doesn't matter how talented of an artist you are. If your materials are really bad, if you have very low quality materials, the artwork itself won't be any good. For instance, cheap canvas and cheap colors and no prepping, you can literally see on the back of the artwork just bulges of color. This actually means is that the colors will fade. The UV lights that hits the artwork will continuously destroy the artwork and the colors. And you will also see cracking. If you want it to actually last, then you need to buy work with high quality. There's a lot of things to think about. A good artist, a talented artist already knows all of those stuff, so you don't really have to worry about it. You just need to confirm with that artist that they have used high quality materials. If you look at high quality expensive art, then it should last you for decades. You shouldn't have to think about the art fading, about the canvas cracking. That's taken for granted because you shouldn't have to. Now we have a star. We can't forget the center of the star. What's the true center of the star? The most important thing to think about in what creates amazing abstract art. And that's you. is finding something that uniquely and perfectly suits you. Because we all are so different. Your amazing won't be my amazing. You are the one that makes all the difference. You are the one that has the thumb on the scale on what is really great for you. So don't forget that. Find something that truly speaks to you and nobody else. That's the only way you will have and truly feel that you have the most amazing artwork in your home. Now we've been through the decor style, which looked at 5 different points to amazing art: style, emotion, narrative, space, and excellence. And of course, not to say the least, the most important thing is you and your personal interpretation and your perspective of the art that you want in your home. And you should only buy art for you, not for anybody else's opinions. I'm curious, which one of these 5 or 5.5 points did you like the most? And if you want to know which one I like the most, check out the comments. Bye bye.